Yeah, squad, we ain't Ghana. We turn it up for 2025. Let's get it, let's go. Yeah, well, Ghana, finding our way. Family know it all. TT bro for no. Exploring our roots. Finding our way. Family know it all. TT bro for no. Exploring our roots.
The culture we sick. From the city life to the village street. Oh Ghana, yet I say family together forever. Ghana, your can say.
Oh, 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 I got my boots on the ground. Yeah.
I am getting big. Big is a freaking house. Okay. So, what up, K Squad? Okay, on this episode of K and K always got something to say, I want to discuss why you should not move to Ghana. So most people are telling you should move to Ghana. Most people are taking your money and saying, look, you pay me for consultation and I'll tell you all about it and I'll help you move here. Well, the reason why I'm totally against that narrative, because I know exactly why they're doing it. Leave it up to me to tell you in this video. Welcome back, guys. So what we're discussing today on this video is why you should not move to Ghana. Okay, so most people will tell you move to Ghana. Ghana is the best place to be. To give you sell you dreams. To talk about the roses, the butterflies, and all of that. You get so hyped, you start dreaming about Africa. Oh my God, I want to live there. I want to be there. It's just going to be a dream come true. And I'm just going to live on the beach, and it's going to be so perfect. So I want to break it down to you why you should not fall for the okie doke. Okay, first of all, where do we start? We want to first start by saying the people who's telling you this are the people who came to Ghana or came to Africa, ran out of money, and they're trying to figure out a side hustle to keep afloat. They want to stay afloat. Everybody wants to. So they said, okay, well, I'm going to tell people to move over here, sell them this dream, and then they pay me consultation fees, they pay me tour fees, they pay me moving fees, and I can help them by telling them all these great things about Ghana and how they're going to live their best life. Okay? So you come over here with your rose-colored glasses on thinking everything is okay when it's not. So here we go. First of all, let's discuss housing. Housing is cheap only when you're renting, because most renters are locals. So, of course, the housing is going to be cheap. They know they make it too high. People are not going to have nowhere to live. They're not really going to have any clients. So they say, okay, well, let's make the rent low so they can just save up their money and they pay us a year, and they save up the money through the year so they can pay us for the next year or 2 years. Then, when you go into buying, they know that locals really not buying. Most of the people that are buying are foreigners. People are coming from America, coming from the UK, coming from Canada. They have the money, so they coming over there to buy it. So most of the time when you see a house in a crop, you're going to see houses there, and you're like, oh my God, that house is so beautiful. I want that house. You're going to call them, and they're going to say upwards of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800,000. You're like, oh, hell no, I'm not living across the street from no dirty cows for $800,000. That's because there's no code. So there's nobody regulating the housing market. There's nobody that's doing inspections of these houses. So basically, the person who built the house or invested in this house can sell the house for whatever they want. Nobody's going to tell them they cannot. That's their own prerogative. So they're going to sell the house for what they want. And then you, being from another country, come over here and you see how beautiful it is. You go like, oh, I want to buy it. Until you get in there and realize it's a nightmare. Because first, the water, the infrastructure is trash. The water may not work all the time. Sometimes you can wake up and there's no tap flowing. And who you gonna call? Ghostbusters? Like nobody's coming to save you, nobody's coming to help you. So then it's times where you're not gonna have electricity. The electricity goes out. The only way you can fix that is to have a generator. Generators cost upward of $3,000. Easy. A generator for a big house, you talking about a plant. A plant can be $5, $6, $7, $8,000. It's not cheap. Then you need fuel to keep it flowing, and fuel is expensive. Let's not forget the fuel, okay? If you have a Nissan Versa and you want to fill the Nissan Versa up, it's going to cost you a good $90 to $120 to fill that Nissan Versa up. So can you imagine filling the fuel up in a plant, and then your electric been going off all week? Not to mention during rainy season of the flooding. The roads are already bad. Then you got flooding on top of that. So you like, dang, I can't even drive nowhere. Then driving is always crazy and hectic. Can you see my frustration? Okay. Like, it's very frustrating. Like, nobody's out here. There's no rules. Everybody can go act chaotic and do what they want. Everybody just running amongst. Okay? So that's how they driving. And then you got flooding on top of it. And then you got messed up roads on top of that. Then you want to get a nice car. The cars are expensive as hell. We talking about, let's say you want to ride fresh. You want a Mercedes-Benz. To get a Mercedes-Benz going to cost you over $15,000, $20,000. It's not going to be like in America where you can just go get you an old Mercedes-Benz and you pay $5,000, $6,000 for it. It's not going to work like that. You want a nice car, you're going to have over $15,000 to get a nice car. And if you want a raggedy piece of crap, maybe $5,000 to get it, but you're not in America, so you're not going to get nothing for $1,500 or $2,000. It just does not work that way. So the costs are expensive. So you want to buy this nice car, you want to drive on these roads, but you got to worry about the roads, the potholes. And when I'm talking about potholes, you could put 4, 5, 6 mother freaking Negroes inside the hole. That's how big the hole be. Tell me I'm lying. Like, it's a hole by my street, and I have to tell everybody who come, do not miss the hole, because people miss the hole and fall inside all the time. Their car be stuck inside. People have to help pull their car out of the hole. Stuff that you normally wouldn't see in the West or where you're from, you're gonna see in Africa. It's really bad. You're gonna see a lot it's gonna make it hard to smile in the future. And so you're dealing with that. Then you said, hey, I came here because I wanted a nice house, and my house was beautiful, but I didn't know that it was really messed up. The plumbing is messed up. The tissue getting stuck inside the pipes, and the pipes overflowing, and me not having taps sometimes, and not having electricity sometimes, and then trying to get the generator, and then the electric bill. That is another monster in itself. Okay, that electric bill, my electric bill is like, for the last 4 months, it's like $3,000. Damn! The electric bill high as hell. Okay, every time you turn around, you got people at the electric company stealing the money. So when you go to pay your electric bill, you say, all right, I'm going to put 500 CDs on my electric bill today. 500 CDs, $50. That 500 CDs will last you for 3 days. Can you imagine? Because the people who is behind it is stealing the money. Then you have other issues, okay? We need to really get into it. Let's get into it. Because here we tell the truth, okay? Then you got people around you. All skin folks and kin folks. So you're going to have people around you that is going to steal from you, manipulate you, lie to you, cheat you, and you have to be prepared and ready for it. But the normal person that's coming from the West or coming from Europe, coming from Canada or whatever have you, is not coming over here with that mindset that this is a dog-eat-dog country. They're not coming over here. They thinking, oh, I'm going to live my best life. I'm going to live on the beach. I'm going to live good. I'm going to eat fufu, and we're going to turn up. No. You have other things to worry about. Like, for instance, so my caretaker, every time I turn around, she's telling me another story. Just a couple days ago, she told me that I gave her some money. I gave her 400 CDs, which is $40. I told her to go get me some fruit. She ended up going home, and she said when she didn't go home yet. That's another story. She ended up going to go get the fruit, but in turn of her going to go get the fruit, she comes back to me and crying. And I said, why are you crying? And she said, because I got robbed, so I don't have the money and I feel so bad. So I didn't get my fruit, but that's to be expected. So then another time she went home, I didn't give her any money to get home. So she called me crying. Oh my God. She was saying that she fell on the ground and some people had to rub her down after she fell. And they saying that she needs to pay them. She needs to pay them 40 CDs, which is $4. And she needs the 40 CDs right now, or they're not going to let her go home. So you hear so many stories, so many lies. I can get into it for real, and tell y'all all the stories that I've heard. I mean, that you'll have people telling you that their father is in the hospital, they the eldest child, they need money for him. If they don't get the money, he's going to pass away because he's not going to get no help. Most of the time, it's a lie. Sometimes it's true. Because when you go to the hospital, when we talk about... let's talk about emergency response. No ambulance is coming to pick you up. If you sick, deaf, it's on you. You got to figure it out. You have to put an emergency plan in place. As long as you're in Ghana, you need an emergency plan because nobody is going to come and help you. So you need to be close to a hospital. If you have health problems, I just tell you now, don't come. If you handicapped, don't come. They do not care about handicapped people. There's nothing in place for handicapped people. There's no sidewalks that's going to help you with your wheelchair ramps. No. You very seldomly even see handicapped signs at the grocery store. So that's dead. So as far as going to the hospital, before you can even get treated, you have to pay. You have to pay a consultation. Sometimes a consultation be like $40, okay? So you pay a consultation, and then they see you, and then they prescribe you your medicine. 9 times out of 10, they're going to give you medicine you don't need. I went to the hospital, and I went there 6 times, and still no help. And the doctor prescribed me the last day when I said, this is it. He prescribed me. I went for my hip. I went for hip pain. So I told him, just give me a cortisone shot and the pain should go away. He said, no, I can't give you a cortisone shot because I don't know if the veins are connected to your legs. The veins from your hip are connected to your legs. So if I don't get a sonogram, which is more money, then or ultrasound, then I can't see it. So I might be giving you cortisone shots for nothing. And I'm like, look, I don't need you to tell me. Just do what I'm telling you to do. But he didn't want to do that. So after he seen me, he told me to go get my medication. So you pay for the medication first before you see the medication. So then once you see the medication, you're like, what is this? It's crazy. So he ended up giving me, I think he gave me a pain reliever, maybe like some ibuprofen or something, and he ended up giving me omeprazole. So I asked the nurse, the lady who gave me the medicine, I said, why did you give me this omeprazole? She said, the doctor said that I should give it to you. I said, for what? And she said, I don't know. I said, well, go ask him, because if you don't ask him, I'm going in there to ask him, because this is stupid, and he needs to be talked to about what he just did. And so she went in there and she said, why did you give her this omeprazole? He said, because she needs it. I never told you I had acid reflux. Never. I told you my hip hurts. Why don't you listen to me instead of listening to whatever you thought in your head was happening? Because that's not happening. I'm not taking no omeprazole for hip pain. So I was just like, okay, I know he's slow and I'm not coming back again. It's hard to find a doctor that knows their stuff. If you do find a doctor that knows their stuff, there's not going to be no bedside manners. So we was taught in school, in nursing school and in medical school, that bedside care is the most important thing, because when the brain knows that they are healthy, they the body tends to be healthy. They know that they're sick, the body tends to be sick. Bedside manners is very important because that helps people when they sick. That, oh, I feel better because of the way they treat me, the way they caring for me. You won't get any bedside care. The bedside care is non-existent. Even to the point when, let's say you're going to the dentist and you just get in something like your teeth clean. They will clean your teeth like, running all through there. You like, oh, so hold on. You scared as hell because they putting a little needle all over the place and they're sticking in you in the gums and stuff. You like, calm down. And they like, no. And they keep doing it and you like, oh my gosh. So they don't have sensitivity. They're not, oh, let me help you. You're my client. You're my patient. No, not at all. So when you get your teeth fixed or you get your body done or whatever, like for me, I had a hole in my back and I got, I wanted to get it stitched up. So I went to the doctor to get it stitched up. He numbed it first. Doing the stitching, he was so like, wow with it. It's like anyhow that I still felt it. Even though it was numb, I still felt it. Because the bedside care is non-existent. They don't care for real. And you are American, they definitely don't care about you. I don't care what nobody say. Every African think they better than American. Hands down.
You better clock that too. Clock it.
Talking about who you looking at, who you think you talking to. Yes, they all think they better than you. I hear them talking. They talking to me. I'm one of them. They talking to me. They like, girl, let me tell you something about the motherfucking Americans. So I'm not gonna lie, Craig. I'm not gonna lie. So at the end of the day, they don't like you for real. So they're not gonna really have care for you like that. All you are a dollar sign to them. You just a dollar sign. You have to worry about them stealing. A lot of people steal. And it might be something small that you might not notice. It might be your lamp. It might be your glasses. It might be a perfume or something. But kleptomaniacs, I'm telling you, all over the place. So when I say you can't trust nobody, you can't trust the gate man, because he gonna set you up and have somebody rob your house, and they will rob you blind. Everything will be gone when you wake up in the morning except for your body. Then you got to worry about the caretaker, because she's next to you. She knows everything you need and everything you want. She's stealing your man. She might steal your fan. She might steal your key. I don't know, but she gonna steal something. Then if you giving her money to go to the store for you, she's not bringing your change back. If she bring your change back, she gonna do it a couple times till she gets you comfortable, and then she'll start not giving you a change. You'll notice that she just ease up not giving you a change, and then she might give you some receipts, and the receipts don't even add up to what you gave to her. Watch it. Your assistant might help you. Yeah, they might work with you, but they not even gonna know half the shit you need anyway. They just gonna play along to get along. Okay? Then you got your man. You might have a man, and I ain't throwing no shade at mine, because I got a good man, okay? Yes, my baby is good, but that's a one in a million. To find a good man is hard. A good man is so hard to find. And I mean, anywhere you go, you could be in America, you could be in Turkey. Anywhere you go, it's gonna be hard to find. But when we talking about Ghana here, we talking about most of the guys are the same. Most of them have the same lingo, the same swag, the same way of life, the same way. They learn in the same way. If you notice, everybody say, "What's up, Charlie?" Everybody says the same thing. Africa is big, but yeah, Africa is small. So different countries have different way of thinking, way of talking. They got that new slang, some Nash. Oh, she got a big Nash. Why everybody saying it? Once somebody starts something, one person, the whole country knows it. So they all act the same. So if you had one guy lie to you about, oh, he needs some money to help his mother because she's in the hospital, It's about 20 or 30 other guys that's going to tell you that same lie. You're like, I heard it all before. I heard it all before. I was your fool. Yes, you will hear it again and again and again, because it's like they practicing, they reading the same book. So I told y'all before, I'm going to write a book about living in Ghana, and every chapter going to have something in it that you need to know about, because they all read the same book. They all do the same thing. So it's like, when I tell y'all, you got to be careful. So like, imagine living where you're not happy because your environment is trash. You know, your house is like, I love the house, the beauty of it, but when we talk about the structure, is it solid, is it stable? No. And you're like, damn, I messed up on this purchase. You know, buying land is a whole nother monster. You buy land, it might be sold to somebody else, 3-4 other people. Then you got to pay the person again to tell them that this is my land. And then you got to build a fence around it so nobody else uses the land. And then it's a possibility that they might knock the wall down. It's so much that comes with that. There's so much to come with that. Then you might have to have a Ghanaian on it, which is going to steal your land from you whenever they get a chance. Then you got to leave the land, make sure there's somebody suitable to watch it that's not going to steal from you. Or then you have to, oh my gosh. Woosa. So the land is another problem. And then the land is so expensive now. It used to be so cheap. You could buy land for $1,000, $2,000. Now land is $20,000, $50,000, $60,000, $100,000. You want to go buy land on the beach so you can build you a nice house on the ocean. Like I'm going to just close my gate and I'm not going to worry about nobody. You go to buy that beach land $300,000. You're like, dang, I didn't even want to spend that on the house. Then I got to spend that on the land. It's not even worth it. So not only that, to even get to the house or to the land, the road is bumpity, 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 bumpity. People seem to turn a blind eye with all these things. Like when they come, they just like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. The ocean is so nice. When you want to go see those beautiful things, like, because the ocean, like if you wanted to go see just some ocean, you're going to see some dirty ocean with rocks and old car tires and old lost car keys and nuts and stuff just swimming in the ocean. That's there in the crowd. But when you want to go out and really see some beautiful water, you want to go to Cape Coast, or you want to go far out. And when you go far out, there's nothing there. There's no stores, there's no malls, there's nothing for you to do. There's no activities for your children. So you go all the way out there and you like, oh my God, what are we going to do out here? Just play with dirt? And then so you say, okay, well, let me just go to a resort. You go to the resort, the nice ones. The resorts can be upwards of $1,200 a night. You could be paying $900 a night. I wouldn't even pay that in the States. I'm there going short and paying it in Africa. So an all-inclusive resort costs $1,200 a night, and I'm getting some nasty-ass breakfast, lunch, and dinner that I don't want. Then on top of that, all I'm seeing is horses and goats and butterflies or some fish. And then on top of that, I might can ride on a boat around the river. And you gonna charge me $1,200 when I can go over to Cancun and get me 5-star meals with 5 or 6 restaurants to choose from, breakfast, lunch, dinner buffets, all inclusive with the snorkeling, the kayaking, the canoeing, and then the swimming pools and waterfalls and beaches and exotic animals and fish pedicures and jumping out of hot air balloons and I can go see I can get a jacuzzi, I can do spa, and I'm only paying $2,000 for the whole week. But the reason why they do it is because the diaspora comes over here and say, oh, oh, y'all come to Ghana. It's so beautiful. Y'all gotta come over here, live your best life. And they have everybody coming. So they say, oh, we can do this. We can go up on these prices because they know the locals is not paying no $1,200 a night. So it's not for them. It's for the ignorance, because ignorance is bliss. So that's what it's for. Okay. So then you said, all right, well, I'll just live out here. Your quality of life is going to be down. First of all, the internet, trash. I cannot express how trashy the internet is. Now, let me tell you something. I've been here for 4 months, and I have not been able to upload a video. I have to send a video through iCloud, texting my daughter so she can send it while she's in America, while she's in Mexico. Because I can't upload videos. Because if I upload a video, it's going to take 4 days. After 4 days, it's going to tell me that it failed to upload. So my content is going downhill. Then on top of that, talking on the phone, reconnecting. I could be on the phone with the bank and I'm about to go ahead and close the deal, and the phone hang up, call failed. How can I even run and operate a business legitimately and professionally? There's no way. And the crazy part about it is the internet that I use is Starlink. I take it all around the world with me. Very, very good internet. Works perfectly. Here, trash. So you're dealing with the internet issues. You're dealing with the phone issues. You're dealing with the fact that everybody feels like Africans are scammers. So a lot of websites you cannot visit. A lot of business you cannot handle because people assume that you're scamming. Even trying to send money is very, very difficult. So many things come into play when you talk about quality of life for your children. Let's talk about the schools. You want a private school for your child because you don't want your child to go to just no rinky-dink community school or whatever. School gonna cost you. They're gonna bust your head. You got more than one child, you gonna feel it. Like the school across the street from my house costs $400 every 3 months. So it's $400 every 3 months. That's a term. And then you have to pay for a fee to get in there. You got to pay for uniforms. You got to pay for books. You got to pay for this, that, and the third. So to enroll a child can cost you anywhere from $500-$600. And we talking about each child. So it goes up the more children you have. So the schools are very expensive. Africa is not cheap. Ghana definitely ain't cheap. And it ain't for the weak. Believe me, honey. So I just wanted to say that because a lot of people call me, a lot of people hit me up and be like, I want to move to Africa. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to tell you, oh, come on over here. You live your best life. I will be lying. And I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to tell you how it is after the video, after you've heard everything and you know everything there is to know about living abroad, specifically in Ghana. You make the call whether you want to do it or not. Because you might still say, well, I like it. Maybe I like partying. The partying gets old. You can't party but so much. You party like maybe a week, 2 weeks, and you're like, okay, I'm all partied out. You party for the dead of December, you're like, okay, December is gone, let's get to the regular program. And regular program was like, this is trash. It's not easy. It's not easy every day. You can very well easily go in depression. Easily. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of convincing. you gotta have the tenacity. You gotta have the courage to keep going. You have to fight through the adversities. You have to fight through all the problems and the struggles that you're gonna go through, and you gotta understand it, that it's not gonna change, and you gotta ask yourself, is it worth it? And one thing I did forget to talk about is the food. Well, I did run over the fact that food is expensive. Buying food, a case of ginger ale, 36 cans of ginger ale gonna cost you like $50, $60. So you're not getting food for cheap. Anything that was imported from America is going to cost you way more than America charge you. The only food that's really cheap is the food you buy on the street. And do you really want the people putting their hands on your food and they got dirty fingers and digging up their nose and scratching their ass, and then they give you some steak and say, here's some onions and peppers and stuff, and put their hands on it, and then use gloves, and then you mess around and go home and get a staph infection, some type of infection. Not to mention, you got all these different types of illnesses, and you got mosquitoes biting you, mosquitoes giving you malaria, and malaria, from malaria. Yes. So that's something to worry about. And so you got to make sure you have cream on you every time you step out the door, just so the mosquitoes won't bite you. And you won't really take it serious until you get a scare. And somebody in your family that's close to you, like my child, had malaria twice. And once you get a scare like that, and your child almost lose their life, then you will figure it out. Like, I really need to put this cream on, because I'm not from here. They not gonna just come past me and say, oh, she's good. No, they're gonna tear that ass up. So that's one thing you need to know. And as far as you going to the store and eating out is very expensive. You can go eat out at a nice restaurant and pay $200-$300 easily at a nice restaurant. The only time that you can eat real cheap is when it's their food, and you might eat at a hole in the wall. That'll be cheap. You can pay like $20, $30 to eat at a hole in the wall, something like that. As far as the food, you don't have too much variety. You don't have a variety of food. So what do you eat? My caretaker, she feeds me rice every day, and I keep telling her rice turns to sugar in your bloodstream. It's starch. I'm going to mess around and have diabetes. And then I went to the doctor, and they said I got diabetes, and my blood pressure, my sugar was 130, and I was like, then I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. But the plan is not to be here forever. Yes, it's nice. It's good for content when you want to come get your content and go. But staying here, making it a life, making it something worth having, no, it's not a good thing. Investment-wise, if you want to come here and invest and get you a house so that you can have it for later, maybe that would be a good investment, because everything keeps going up. So if you can get something at a price that is now in 2025, by 2030, that house that you got for $200,000 will be $600,000, $700,000. So when it comes to the housing market, invest in something now. Maybe you can invest in an apartment building and rent out apartments, because people will always still come and people will always still live here. So if you want to make some money, you can definitely make money off of people's ignorance. As far as invested in a business, sometimes businesses work, sometimes they don't. That's anywhere you go, but definitely in Africa, because you have a lot of extortion. You have a lot of the government trying to tax you, people trying to extort you for money, people stealing from your business, the workers not doing right, making your business go down the drain, that you got to worry about. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? So for people who want to know if I want to move to Ghana. And people always tell me, say something nice about it. Say something nice so we can know. Everybody is saying nice stuff about Ghana. Everybody, when you go online, everybody like, I'm moving to Ghana. I want to live in Ghana. Y'all need to see what's on my sofa. I got a lot of mess on my sofa, honey, because I got stuff to do. So people be like, oh, I want to live in Ghana. I heard Ghana was nice. I want to move to Ghana. If you notice, everybody in 2020, or let's say 2019, 2020 movement, the diaspora was coming back. You can count on your fingers how many of those people are still here. And then some people leave, and some people come back again. Some people get broke and they go back home, make money, come back again. Okay, cool. But count on your finger how many people are still living here. You see them come and you see them go. You see new ones come, but all the old ones, they pretty much are gone. They pretty much are gone because they get it now. You know, they tried as long as they could, and it was like, I can't do it no more. Like, how much can you take? You got to be very strong to take this. It's a lot. It's not easy, oh. It's a lot. And when you figure all that out, then you'll ask yourself, should I go or should I stay? All I got to say, honey, is do what makes you happy, brown skin girl. If moving across the country, moving abroad gonna make you happy, then to each his own. Whatever floats your boat, you like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, and I will support you on it. But I'm not going to lie to you. If you want people who's going to lie to you, you want people who are sugar-coated, go over to their channel. Don't come over here because you won't hear the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. And I'm not going to lie, it's a lot of people from America that's passing away. And I mean, this alarming numbers are passing away in Africa. And it's not by coincidence. No. I mean, I've ducked some people poisoning me a couple times. You have to worry about spirits. You have to worry about more than just people. Like, you might, I can handle myself. Let a bitch jump out there. I'll beat her ass. Some bitches ain't going to jump out there. Some bitches going to go to the spirit gods, tell them they don't like you, what you did, what you didn't do, and I want her gone. I want her expired. I want her crippled. And then it's going to happen. And you can't fight something you can't see. And it could be spiritual, and you thinking, let me go to the hospital because I'm sick. But you're supposed to be going to a spirit god to fix it, and you didn't know that. And now look at you. You know, so it's a lot of stuff like that. At least like in America, who really uses spirits? Who really using that witchcraft and working roots on you? Like, they do it, but they don't do it in the amount that they do it in Africa, you know. So you don't have to really trip off that. Most of the time, if somebody beefing with you, you gonna know it. They gonna come to your house, or you gonna meet up with them, or you gonna be in their face, or they gonna be talking trash or calling you. But here, most of the time, it's low key. So they just go to the spirit gods, put the little voodoo on you, and then leave it at that. Then if you get too big, let's say you open up a business, you get too big, you can have a lady next door jealous of you. So she can call the police and tell you, I want her gone. Police just lock you up and put you in jail, and you serving life in prison for no reason. You didn't even do anything, and you serving life in prison. Or she can say, I don't like her because she done blew up, got too big. She got too big on social media. She got too big with her business. She running the damn thing. She got work woman of the year in my country, and she's an American. I want her done. And they just put a spirit on you and cast a spell or whatever, and you're expired. So those things happen. So I just want you to know before, because nobody told me before I've always heard it was beautiful. You could live on the beach. You could have a nice house. I just dreamed. I'm a water girl. I want to live on a beach. So I just dreamed about living on a beach and living a nice, happy life with my husband and my children. I didn't know it come with all these problems and stuff too. Like, what? When I came over here, I was like flabbergasted because I was like, I gotta worry about all this. And that beautiful ocean. Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. That ocean will suck you in and you're done. Oh, it's so beautiful. You see rapid waves all day long. The ocean is always angry. They angry because people throwing their babies in there. They angry because people having sex on the beach. They angry so many reasons why the ocean is angry. And you go over there thinking it's just sweet and the ocean come and suck you up. You could just be standing there chilling, drinking a little margarita cocktail or maybe some Smirnoff, I don't know. And the ocean will just come and drag you in there. And the next day your body come and float up to the shore like nothing happened after they dealt with you. Yeah.
We are outside.
We outside.
We're outside.
Okay.
For life.
Okay, so the question I wanted to ask you was, since you're a lifeguard.
Yeah, I'm a lifeguard.
You at the beach every day?
Yeah, every day.
Every single day?
Every single
Okay.
day.
Have you seen anybody drown in this beach, in this water?
Yeah.
You seen somebody drown before? Drown.
Of course. Why not?
Because you're the lifeguard, so you're supposed to be saving lives.
It's my
so,
job,
So
the
what?
shaman. I used to go fishing, you know.
Uh-huh.
I learned the swimming from fishing.
Okay.
You understand? With all those 10 years. Yeah,
Okay.
that is my job. And sometimes, if I came to the beach, I'll see a lot of people inside the water.
Oh.
Before I'll see, they said, someone is dying, someone is dying. And before you see, they carry them past the wave. I used to run, drop my things, run, fast, move, speed up, you know.
It was people actually in the water.
I've tried to save 4 people's lives over this place.
But they all passed away?
Yeah, they're not dead, no. They survived.
All of them survived?
Yeah, survived.
All 4 people?
Yeah, they
but
take them.
But how many tragedies have you seen overall?
And I've seen like 20 dead bodies over this place.
No.
20 dead bodies.
How did you see the body? The water brought the body back up?
Yeah. He bring them back.
And leave them right there on the seaside?
Yeah, of course.
On the shore?
He used to drop them, on the floor.
And you don't do CPR?
No, sometimes we used to call police.
Ain't no police coming?
Police come.
Police is not coming.
But they used to delay.
Of course they going to delay. They don't even have no ride.
Because of no money, we didn't send anything for them.
He said that he saw the bodies, right? The bodies on the sea. I just want to reiterate what you said. He said he saw numerous bodies out here on the sea because he brings the body back after somebody say, oh, somebody is drowning, because a lot of people can't swim. So he said somebody is drowning. He bring the body back. He called the police. The police don't come up because the police said you ain't got no money for me. The only way the police going to come and save the person is if you can offer them some money. Sometimes they need a ride. So if you don't have a ride and you can't go pick them up, they're not coming, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to make sure I get that right, because people always be saying that I be lying. So I be like, let me reiterate this so I know that I'm not lying, that we telling what it is. Okay, now the other thing is this. Y'all need to know, you as a lifeguard need to learn how to do CPR, first aid, and AED. You need an automatic defibrillator out here, so if something happens where somebody's heart stops, you can go ahead and pump it and bring them back to life. If you're going to be saving lives, you need to be equipped. So since you don't have that equipment, I need you to get my phone number. You call me and I'm going to teach you myself. I want you to come to me and I'm going to teach you how to do CPR and how to do first aid and give you the techniques and the equipment that you need to save lives out here, because this is not a joke. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. After the person has gone in that water and you go get them, the water has already gone through their body. That you have to pump it out. You don't even know how to pump it out. All you know how to do is bring the body back and lay it there. Everybody else gonna be around with their phones looking stupid.
Yeah.
You can even hear mermaids in the ocean. It's so many things. So many things. I'm talking about seeing the witches in the sky. The witches in the sky. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be telling y'all this stuff, but I'm telling y'all what's happening. I'm telling y'all, shit goes down It's deep, 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 deep. It's witches that work for the spirit gods. They will come to, you will see them flying. They'll come all the way from Kumasi to Accra, fly to come and get you. Y'all, I ain't got time because y'all not gonna listen to me anyway. I'm just telling you all this shit for nothing. Because y'all gonna still bring y'all ass over here. Y'all still think shit's sweet. Y'all gonna still move that truck over here. Oh, not to mention that container. Bring your stuff over in the container if you want. They going to rape you when you get here. That container gonna be upwards of $4,000 or $5,000 just to get your stuff out of the port. Bring your car over here if you think shit's sweet. They say, oh, she got BMW, $10,000. Let's tax her $10,000. It's some crooked people. It's some wild people. Now, who ready to be amongst these people? See y'all on the next video.